Thank you very much, Randy. I was thinking the other day about the impact that one man can have on a culture. And of course, immediately Confucius comes to mind. He was a man of sage sayings. He once said, "Before you embark on a journey of revenge, be sure to dig 2 graves." Or he said, "Forget injuries, but never forget kindness." His doctrine dominated the political landscape of China for some 2,000 years. An incredible, surpassing impact. And yet he was a man who believed in ancestor worship. He was a man who believed that through education and through the practice of virtues, peace and prosperity would be achievable in this time-space continuum. But there was another man in China, and his impact has been enormous, not only in terms of what happened in China. For there, he started over 400 churches. But I think that his impact on the West may well be greater than the impact that Confucius had on the West. And I'm talking about Watchman Nee. And the reason I'm thinking about this is I'm thinking again about his book, The Normal Christian Life. This is a book that is available for your gift to the ongoing work of the Christian Research Institute, but more than that, a book that has impacted our culture in the most extraordinary way. Think for a moment about the fact that Watchman Nee was imprisoned in 1952. He died in prison in 1972. So one might assume that Watchman Nee in prison could well have thought, my ministry is over. I am now behind walls. I have no opportunity again to impact the West. And yet somehow or other, a branch grew over the prison wall and ultimately reached Western culture. He did not even personally write the book attributed to him, The Normal Christian Life. Someone took his messages, unbeknownst to him, transcribed them, and so he would not even have known that messages he gave in Scandinavia one day would impact the West in the most transcendent way, impact people on Capitol Hill, impact Christian leaders, Christians of all stripes. And his sage sayings were profound as well. I think of one in The Normal Christian Life in which he said a brother who was trying to struggle into victory remarked to me one day, "I do not know why I am so weak." "The trouble with you," said Watchman Nee, "is that you are weak enough not to do the will of God, but you are not weak enough to keep out of the things altogether. You are still not weak enough. When you are reduced to utter weakness and are persuaded that you can do nothing whatever, then God will do everything." We all need to come to the point where we say, "Lord, I am unable to do anything for thee, but I trust thee to do everything in me." The principle, of course, is only when we are weak is the power of God, our all-sufficiency. Watchman Nee continues to impact lives today, and again, one of the ways in which he is doing that is through The Normal Christian Life. It is a book available through the ministry of the Christian Research Institute. Again, for your gift to the ongoing work, I'll send you a copy. Simply write me at Post Office Box 8500, Charlotte, North Carolina, zip code 28271. You can also log on to the World Wide Web at equip.org, or you can talk to our resource consultants. That number, 888-7000, and the letters CRI. Two great minds come out of China. Maybe the greatest minds to ever come out of China from a spiritual perspective. One may have had temporary impact. The other, Watchman Nee, continues to have an impact not only for time, but an impact forever.